Happy TGIF. Welcome, fam, to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. In today's show, I'll be sharing the latest Bitcoin technical analysis as well as breaking news. Ethiopia uses its Grand Renaissance Dam to power the Bitcoin mining, generating 18% of its electricity revenue and earning $1 billion just last year. And Max Kaiser reiterates Bitcoin in play, 2.2 million. Send it. We'll also be discussing post-Christmas miracle as Bitcoin ETFs clinch inflows after a 4-day bleed. We'll also be discussing the vote to use the BlackRock BUIDL as back-end asset for Frax stablecoin goes live. Robert Kiyosaki shares some great insights regarding Larry Fink and BlackRock. I'm sure to share this one with you, as well as Bitwise files for the ETF tracking firms with big Bitcoin treasuries, as well as a Trump-linked Strive files for a Bitcoin bond ETF. Also, breaking news, I'll be sharing when Bitcoin is likely to smash $1 million next year if this one catalyst occurs. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much motherfucking more in today's show. Happy Friday, family. What it do? Welcome everyone to the live stream. 2024 in the rear view. Wow. What's good? Shout out Crypto Surge. Yeah, we only got like 4 days left until we put a bow in the year. Shout out to the Nippinator, always holding it down in the background. You see the Nippinator's tail end right there? Go get Gensler now, Nip. Why wait till Jan 20th? Kick them out right now is all I got to say. Good to see you, Chandy. Always an honor. So reliable. My family is here. The family I can always count on. Whoop, whoop. Hurry, JV. Third time trying this comment. I was walking around all day singing Angels in the Cold Storage. Angels in the Orange. And I think Chandy's almost complete with that music video. So that's going to be fire. Definitely one of my favorite tracks, hence why we play it every day. Welcome, Greg. Welcome, Matthew. And welcome to the rest of the fam, always holding it down. Ahoy, Bitcoin Pirate Crew. I am streaming live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. I will be streaming over the course of the next couple of hours. And yes, I am heavily caffeinated today. So you get caffeinated, JV. Let's go. So yeah, shout out Statwise, the rest of the fam. Good to have you here, Diana. It's another great Bitcoin day. Amen. Every day. Gensler didn't even have to wear the toupee. I gotta say, it was a good day. Thank you, JC Ice. You're the bomb diggity. Appreciate the repost. Shout out to our one and only Oracle. And I just pinned the stream at the top of the profile. Now you guys got no excuses not to repost, share, comment, quote, and all that fun stuff. You'll notice it officially pinned. If you're not following me on X, go ahead, do yourself a favor. Follow me on X right now. And follow JC Ice, our one and only Oracle. Very important. Let's go. I just pinned the stream. I'm a little late today, Chandy. Usually I'm on my A game. But apparently I'm slipping. I'm falling. And I can't get up. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, we're going to be streaming for the next couple of hours. Let me know how your Christmas week has been going. Obviously, big week this week. Shout out to Rich Dad Robert Kiyosaki for calling out BlackRock. I mean, what I've been preaching since day one, don't trust these mofos. He shares some good insights. I'll be pulling that up here in a bit. Pump it, Whale Boys. Shout out Leash.
Oh my gosh, it's finally almost here. JV is going to talk to us. Crypto news is near. I can't stand waiting. There is no debating it. I waited all day. Maybe I need a life, but Bitcoin is all I can think about day and night. Hurry, JV.
Welcome, everyone, to the live stream. Happy TGIF. We're here to pump the Bitcoin price where it belongs. 250 minimal as Nippinator takes over as the chairman of the SEC. Big day today. But shout out Chandy. Appreciate the repost. Little proof of work action, Jackson. She wrote, Crypto News Alert, CNA is live. Join JV for the #1 daily Bitcoin pod, bringing you the latest Bitcoin news, entertainment, and an amazing live chat community. Streaming now on X, Rumble, and the Tube. Don't miss out on the action. Join JV in a Bitcoin Cafe, CNA. We don't play 2024 dragons. We don't slay dragons. We're dragons that slay. Just saying. Welcome, Rock Mama. Good to have you here. Shout out to all the bitty baddies holding her down. Greg says it's a bummer. The top 10 Bitcoin US-based Bitcoin ETFs bleed of 1.5 billion. Yeah, because BlackRock's manipulating the market. We're going to get to that. Stay tuned. And welcome everyone join the live stream. Good to have everyone here. Live stream, I scream, you scream, we all scream for live stream. Except if it was Biden, he screams for the ice cream and the little kids. Can't make this ish up. Good evening, Chris. Good to have you here. Shout out to the entire CNA fam. Holding her down at the Bitcoin Cafe. You got caffeinated JV in the building. J to the motherfucking Danger Mouse V. Nippinator too. Gary done pissed off the nip. I'm just saying. It looks like Nippinator's already regulating. And I ain't talking Warren G and Nate Dogg regulating. Nippinator's regulating the regulators. How's that? But anyways, if you're new to the channel, very important to smash the likes. Subscribe. Half of you watching are not subscribed. Unacceptable. Let me tell you something. But anyways, today is pod episode number 1861. I'm your host, JV. Happy TGIF. It is Friday, December 27, 2024. 4 days left until 2024 is in the rear view. So make use of it, fam, and stack them sats. Great BTFD opportunity. More than likely, we'll continue with a little weekend correction. So a great time to be stacking the sats before we continue to pump into the new year. 2025 is here, right around the corner. But anyways, let's kick it off with our market watch as we do each and every day, pulling up Coin 360 on the screen. Bitty down 1.5%, just under 95 G's. We have Ether in the green, BNB in the green, Tron in the green, XRP in the green, but barely in the green. And checking out coinmarketcap.com. The current crypto market cap is sitting at a 3.31 trillion, and the crowd is going wild. And Bitcoin market cap 1.869 trillion, and volume 133 billion in the past 24 hours, up 5.55% on the day. Bitcoin dominance 56.7%, with Ether dominance 12.2%. Checking out top 100 crypto gainers past 24 hours. We got virtual BGB and Lido DAO. Which alts, if any of the alts, are you bullish on for the bull? Holla at your boy. J to the motherfucking Danger Mouse V in the building today. We've resurrected him. Caffeinated JV. And here you got the crypto bubbles. Looks like I'd say 60% of the market in the green, 40% on the red. And checking out the crypto greed and fear index. Today is 74. I love 7s and 4s. You add the numbers up, it's an 11. Can't complain. But anyways, yesterday was a 79. Extreme greed. Last week a 74, and last month a 75 in greed. And checking out the time chain calendar. Satoshi referred to it as the time chain. Blockchain was actually a propaganda term birthed after Satoshi. And for those that don't know, now you know. And you're looking at the time chain calendar right now. We're currently on block number 876,616. We have 173,384 blocks until the next halving of 2028. And you currently exchange one fiat dollar for 1,058 Satoshis. So stack them sats, stack them sats, and stack them sats. Enough said. And again, welcome everyone joining the live stream. What's good in the hood? Shout out to the light beam. If you're going to be a beam, you might as well be a beam of light. That's all I'm saying. Respect. The Oracle, always an honor. Sat-wise, what it do? Shout out to the more money. I remember Living Color, mo money, mo money, mo. Trade that mo money for the bitty. Pretty little bitty going up. Just saying. I just point out the obvious here. Where'd the Nippinator disappear to? That's right. He's firing Gensler early. He's getting him out of the SEC. He don't belong there no more. Gary had his run. You know what I mean? It was fun while it lasted, Gary. And if you're watching in the chat, lurking as you usually are, alongside your partner in crime, Miss Janet Yellen, you're not welcome to the 100K party. And you're not welcome in Bitcoin country for the Max and Stacy Invitational in 2 weeks. I just got to throw that out there, passing on the message. Don't shoot the messenger, Gary. I scream, you scream, we all scream for the live stream. No? Anyways, shout out Knoxville. Good to have you here. Welcome everyone. Join the live. Again, we're going to be streaming for the next couple of hours. I'm live on X Rumble and YouTube. I'm checking the X feed right now. Diana Jones, thank you for the repost of the repost on the repost. Always an honor. And thank you again, Chandy. Just reposted. I guess I forgot to repost when I was reading it before, so I just reposted it now. And JC Ice, always keeping it 100. Big B in the building. Shout out to the Big B. And Steven, the Crypto Surge, holding it down. New York City. Did you say New York City? We damn straight. We all love the ice cream. That was, actually, I shouldn't say this. This is a censored platform right now. I was going to give you some like code words and such, but I can't really do that. I'm not at liberty to do that. They say we have freedom of speech. It's bullshit. There's no such thing as freedom of speech in America. Freedom of speech, if you have zero audience and no followers and no one cares about you, you can say anything you want. Shout out Jonathan Corpus. Appreciate the sub. There's plenty of people who are getting demonetized and shadow banned on X, which proves there's no such thing as free speech, at least on social media. You know what I mean? So you got to be careful what you say nowadays. You piss off the wrong lizard folk and you're a goner. Simple as that. Scout's honor. That's where I throw my dollars. The floor is lava. What are you going to do? You know what I mean? And speaking of these types of folks, we always got to warn you, be on the lookout. So let me see if I can find something. I may not find it. I'm looking on the fly right now. I'm trying to enlighten some of y'all. I'll look later. I don't want to waste any time. Actually, I think I found it. Look out for those folks. They're the shapeshifters. You know what I mean? It's hunting season right now. Nippinator's ready to hunt. JV got the camo Bukele hat. El Salvador bound. Daily reminder, this one's for anyone out there who doesn't have one of these. Cop one of these. You literally are not allowed. You have no permission from the lizard folk to leave the country you reside in unless you get one of these. So I would strongly encourage every human being watching right now, apply for your passport. It'll give you wings. Just like the biddy. The biddy gives you wings inside your country. The passport allows you to fly and expand that wingspan outside the country. You feel what I'm saying? Anyways, hi JV fam. Hope y'all had a fantastic Xmas. My Xmas was amazing. Can't complain. I recognize that guy on your screen, JV. Oh my God, I know that one. Exactly. It's basically Gary. Gary G, that is. I piss them off every day, JV. They haven't banned me yet. I know the specific things you're not allowed to talk about, though, which will get you banned. There's only a handful of things. And lo and behold, everyone who talks about those things gets shadow banned or demonetized or a combination of the two. And again, they don't really care until you have so much of a following. Yeah, I mean, that's just the way the world works. Don't want to be a jail birdie. I want to be a free birdie. Exactly. Who wants to be locked up in a cage? We got to expand those eagle wingspans. You know what I mean? Falcon, owl, whatever you resonate with here. I know Shandy loves the owls. I actually saw a viral video the other day where someone left the door open and an owl flew right in and landed on the Christmas tree, like where the star would normally be. It's pretty dope. Let's go, Tracy. Welcome to the live stream. The current price of the biddy, you get almost 1,100 sats per $1 US. It may sound cheap because it is, and especially when you understand the true value of the biddy. Value thy biddy, and shout out to all the biddy baddies holding her down. You already know. But anyways, I think I got to get into the show here. No more lollygagging, JV. Exactly. Who gives a hoot? It's lizard, not lizard. But no one is smart enough to know the difference, it seems, even though it had to be said for months. No one listens to me. Exactly, Dankness. I appreciate the clarification. So this gong strike is dedicated not to the lizards, but to the lizards, the lizard people. And if you don't know, now you know. But anyways, let's kick it off. We finished our market watch, I believe, right? Let's dive into a little technical analysis, aka astrology for the broskies, and we'll pull up some of the live charts, shall we? Bitcoin unfazed by the 14 billion option expiry, setting 110,000 Bitcoin price target, which would enter the price discovery. Right now, 108.3 is the all-time high, which we achieved like a week, two ago. Bitcoin price remains resilient despite the last options expiry of the year, which threatened a significant correction below the 85 level. And over 14 billion worth of the biddy options expired at 8 a.m. Here on December 27th, with a max pain point of 85, which indicates the price at which most options contracts would be expired worthless. The market experiences a total of the 18 billion worth of the biddy and ether options expiry according to Deribit, quoting them here. With the market heavily leveraged to the upside, Any significant downside move could trigger the rapid snowball effect. All eyes on this expiry to define the narrative heading into the new year, 2025. Bitcoin remained resilient despite the options expiry peaking above 97.3. And 1 hour after last year's options expiry event, or after the year's last options expiry event, as per the data here on the one-day chart, and I'll be pulling up some of the live charts here in a moment. Based on the Bitcoin correlation with the global liquidity index, Bitcoin can peak at a local top above 110,000 January before the potential correction. Let me know if you agree or disagree. The U.S. spot Bitcoin ETFs ended their losing streak on the day after Christmas. December 26th, the Bitcoin ETFs received over, almost $500 million worth of the net positive inflows, as you can see right here. The Bitcoin ETFs have been a significant part of the Bitcoin rally during this year. The U.S. spot ETFs accounted for about 75% of the new investment into the Bitty, pushing the price past the $50,000 mark February 15th. In fact, I think it was February 12th, the day after my birthday. Correct me if I'm wrong, Oracle. However, Bitcoin faces a significant resistance at 98. A potential rally above this level will liquidate $885 million worth of the leveraged short positions across the exchanges. Well, let's wreck them bears. Let's go. The end of the Christmas holidays could see more institutional liquidity return, some of it in the form of the ETF inflows. The return liquidity can help push the Bitty back above 105. Quoting Ryan Lee, chief analyst of BitGet. Post-Christmas market activity typically picks up again, with the funds expected to actively position for the sector that might benefit the Trump upcoming inauguration coming up on Jan 20th. And in breaking news, Ethiopia uses the Grand Renaissance to power the Bitcoin mining, generating 18% electricity revenue, earning $1 billion for the last year. And as you know, Russia also announced, I shared that in the podcast a few months back, they were opening like a Bitcoin mining hub in Ethiopia. Well, obviously, when you can use Renaissance dams to power your mining, that almost sounds as good as Bukele's volcano energy to stack thy Bitty. Just saying. And Max reiterates, 2.2 million in play. Are you ready, Anon? And talking about laser eyes, those are the laser biddies. Big old biddies. Isn't it dankness? And I'm calling you out, you motorboating son of a bitch. But anyways. Okay, now for some live charts. Are you not entertained? Now for some live charts. Okay, you're looking at the 1 hour Bitcoin chart via Coinbase right here. We do have a bull target sitting at 107.6. Zooming out from the 1 hour, we're going to check out a 4 hour chart. Also has that bull target of 107.6. And zooming out from the 4 hour, take a quick look at a 1 day. The 1 day chart says we're going up forever, Laura. Okay, corrective days, past couple of days, all good in the hood. Still, we're floating above 94. Not too shabby considering where we started the beginning of the year. And zooming out on the daily, we check out the weekly. Still have the sexy cup and handle target. Still sitting purdy at 124, cup and handle, baby. And as you know, Sunday we'll get the final weekly close for the year. And we get the annual close here in roughly 4 days. So you already know. And zooming out from the weekly, we check out the monthly. And the monthly shows Moonvember was the best, most appreciating Bitcoin gain we have had since the inception of the Genesis block. December, currently a little itty bitty in the red, but we still got a few days to prevail. Where do you think the Bitcoin price action will likely lead us before the end of the year? Holla at your boy. Do you think the all-time high for this year, the peak, is in at 108.3, or do you think we retest this, mofo? Let me know. Don't be a stranger. Fear of the crab cat. Yeah, don't trust the crab cats. Precisely. They call them poor. Precisely. Okay, I'm at home watching the greatest show on the tube. Love you, brother. Right back at you, DNA Noonan. Appreciate you, brother. Where my ladies at? It's ladies' night. I got a special dragon jammy jam we're going to be playing.
They flew through the FUD. They knew they were lunar bound. They played in and slung a little mud. What they did was have each other six and spit out the Bitcoin sound. They spread hope with their dragon fam, singing ditty jammy jams, working with their fifth Lev G dragon family, JVC and Nate family. Hodl gang dragon so legendary. They flew through wars and political storms, Satoshi armed, fire-breathing champions of the Bitcoin, sharing the message, lighting Bitcoin flames, fire-breathing truth, preaching, fighting for financial hope and currency change. Music lit Words so hot only a dragon could spit. Lit, lit, rip, rip, lit, lit, rip, rip. Fiat was burning and Bitcoin was on fire. The tide was turning, they had spent some time learning. They had a yearning for victory through the earning. They had tickets for an outer space flight, launching from a VIP dragon-only rocket station. Prep for feeling a Milky Way high kind of delight. Doing da-dung moon, just a pit stop, but they had to be patient. The Bitcoin Dragon team isn't weak. They're not greedy, they are unique. They're not sheep.
Well, yeah, dragons aren't sheep.
Da-da-diddy doing doing, so they knew they weren't done with their work. No time to take a vacay, but soon they did pause to applaud the 100K. Puerto Rico bound, the dragon wings rested.
Puerto Rico bound, fam. El Salvador bound. Welcome everyone joining us. Do you want a Mitsubishi AC unit? What does that even mean? Like an AC unit from a car? What are you going to do with that? Yes, that's Chandy's actual voice. So it's very sexy. Give you gentlemen just a little more taste.
And they were taking it easy on a private jet. Whoa, under
I tell her to sing more and use her real voice because I'm digging it.
running in Puerto Rico.
Then they got back to
You
work.
can't stall or tame a Bitcoin dragon. A number 10 mountain bird dragon. Whenever back down to CNA dragon will always stand its ground, breathing fire to protect the house, the hodl house. These dragons were given the gift of a flame, meant to light the world orange, painting a brighter picture with the Bitcoin vision. Oh, dragon, dragon, never underestimate a Bitcoin dragon's God-guided passion or its loyalty to humanity and Satoshi. Dragons, dragons, dragons.
Shout out to the Dragons track, Fire. I'll continue playing it as we continue to stream. Welcome everyone joining us. We're live and in the flesh. 420 people on the stream. We're live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. Keep the comments coming, and let's freaking go. We got a lot to share in the news, as we always do. So let's dive into our next story of the day. Here's the latest with the Bitcoin ETFs. Post-Christmas miracle, as they say, as the Bitty ETFs clinch inflows after the 4-day bleed. That time of the month for the Bitty. U.S. ETFs saw net inflows the day after Christmas, stemming 4-hour trading day, run of outflows totaling $1.5 billion. The 11 ETFs, a divine number, and they launched on the 11th. That's at 11/11. The 11 ETFs together saw net inflows of $475 million, December 26th, led by $254 million worth of the flows for the Fidelity Wise Origin Bitcoin Fund. The ARK 21 shares Bitcoin ETF followed the $186 million of the inflows, while the BlackRock IBIT took 56 milli. Grayscale's mini Bitcoin ETF and Van Eck ETFs also saw more modest inflows of 7 million and 2 million respectively. U.S. markets closed on December 25th. Guess what didn't close? Bitcoin! Open 24/7, even on the holidays. So the inflows follow 4 straight trading days of the total net outflows from the ETFs between December 19th and the 24th, totaling $1.5 billion. IBIT saw the largest single day net outflow of all time of $188 million, December 24th, Christmas Eve, more than doubling its previous record of $72 million. And obviously BlackRock is manipulating the market. And we're going to get into Robert Kiyosaki's 2 Satoshis in a little bit. He actually calls them out, and I couldn't agree more. But anyways, it comes as Bitcoin dropped 2% over the last day, falling from around 98 to just above 96. CoinGlass shows that Ether ETFs have been on their 3rd consecutive trading day of joint net inflows. Did someone say joint? Yes, please, pass the J. Totaling $301 million over that period. The ETH funds on December 26th next took $117 million, again led by Fidelity's ETF with $83 million worth of the inflows. BlackRock's IBIT Trust ETF followed up with $28 million, while the Grayscale ETH Trust took in $6 million. ETH is currently down, and the market share for ETH right now is 12.2%. Yesterday, 12.1%, but very modest considering where it was at the previous, cycles and all that. Obviously, ETH has been correcting. It tapped 4,000 back when Bitcoin hit the 108 current price discovery. But anyways, let me know your thoughts regarding the ETFs. I think they're going to have a massive year next year. And also consider that the Bitcoin ETFs achieve what it took gold 19 years to achieve just this year alone. Yeah, I mean, it's mind-boggling. And now Larry Fink and BlackRock own an insane amount of Bitcoin. And we're going to get into that. Napping today, I managed to trade 1,100 of the fiat for the Bitty. That's a win, Shelton. Congratulations, brother. Just bought some of the MicroStrategy on the dip. Nice. What's the new all-time high we're going to hit the day after your B-Day, JV? That's a good question. So this year, My birthday was February 11th, so it's always going to be the same. But the day after the birthday, we hit 50. So let's project, shit, I want to say 500,000, but that might be a little too optimistic. What do you think? Hey, I'll keep it modest. If we can do 200,000 on my birthday, that'll be a blackjack, baby. So let's shoot for the 200 G's. 200K in play. We got to hit 200K as a staircase stepping before we get to the stepping of the 420. 420 in play. But I don't really believe that's going to happen by February. It's only 2 months. You know what I mean? However, let's just be real. When Trump takes office January 20th, if he does what he's supposed to do, shit, very realistic. Who knows? Maybe we just skip on over to 420. We don't know. And that's the beauty, right? What if we just woke up and we're at 200,000 and we're scratching our heads like, damn, anything's possible. So you got to keep that in mind. Power naps are great. Yeah, I love the power nap. I'm bringing it back. It's like when you're very young, you love naps. You really can't be cranky without one. And then you get old enough where you're like, only babies take naps. I refuse. And then you get a little older and you're like, damn, why'd I been, holding out on naps? I've been overlooking the power of the nap. The power nap is phenomenal. There's nothing else like it. Especially if you're traveling the astral realms. You know what I mean? If you're going to access the Akashic records, do it during a power nap. Just like the sleeping prophet Edgar Cayce did it. I mean, put one of those crystals on your chest and just strike the gong, whatever it takes. You know what I mean? We'll send the biddy to 420. It's a coming by my birthday, February 11th. I'm calling it right now. 420, JC.
Dragons, our flame is your light burning bright on fire, guiding you to the Bitcoin truth, the Satoshi light. Yeah! 2024, year of the dragon, hear it roar. Bitcoin, hear it roar. Dragons, hear them roar. Huddle gang, hear them roar. Peanut bread, hear them roar. Candy 10, hear a roar. Paper, hear a roar. JB, hear a roar. Nipsey, hear them roar. CNA family, hear them roar. Satoshi, hear them roar.
CNA family, hear them roar. CNA Bitcoin Cafe, let's hear them roar.
Boss, hear him roar. Bitcoin kids, hear them roar. Wise owls, hear them warn. Bitcoin, watch it soar, soar, soar. Going, we've won this war. 2024, we don't slay dragons. We are dragons that slay. It's the Bitcoin way. It's the Bitcoin slang. It's the Bitcoin play. Do yourself a favor, listen to what we say. Dragon power, rocket power, Bitcoin power. Unstoppable, unbreakable, undefeatable, competent.
Love this track. This is I call it Dragon Roar song. But yeah, fantastic. Shout out Satwise Jenks. He put live Bitcoin news with JB, comment for the fam. And shout out Diana Joy. Follow JB for the best live crypto news coverage. And shout out Adriana V. Appreciate all the love on the posts. And keep the comments coming. It is live and interactive. 500 people already here. Live and in the flesh. We're live and act. Rumble and YouTube. And the crowd is going crazy over the new Dragon Jammy Jam.
And capable, loving and unchainable, passionate and untamable. What a beautiful bitty high ride. 2024, year of the dragons. Doing, doing, doing.
You guys can hear me. Should be good. The CD just skipped and everyone just heard me let one rip. Everybody move to the dance floor. This is your chance for a little Eminem action bars for you. Shout out Knoxville. Good to have you here. Yeah, yo. Welcome everyone joining the live stream. We've been jamming out. Next story of the day. Still got a lot of news to share with the fam. Here's the latest with the BlackRock, and I'll start with Robert Kiyosaki's post I was referencing earlier. Rich Dad wrote, Larry Fink dumping Bitcoin. Vivek Ramaswamy warned Larry Fink of BlackRock is a Marxist. Do you think Ramaswamy is an idiot and doesn't really know that already? I'm just connecting dots for you guys. Vivek warned Fink and BlackRock, our shareholder capitalists are not stakeholder capitalists. You don't think he knew? Shareholder capitalists are Marxist. Like Charles Schwab, who states someday you'll own nothing and you'll be happy and you'll be eating the bugs. I love Bitcoin in my own wallet, says Rich Dad. I would not trust Bitcoin in BlackRock's ETF. What have I been preaching to you since the ETF went live? Bitcoin is not the same as Bitcoin ETF BTC. All the BlackRock Bitcoin BTC can and most likely will be confiscated by the forces of evil because they're forces of evil. BlackRock suppressing the Bitcoin price so the whales can buy the Bitcoin under 100. Nailed it. I'll keep buying more Bitcoin because Bitcoin's going higher. That's what you're supposed to do. I predict Bitcoin to hit 350,000 in 2025. Why so bearish, Rich Dad? But anyways, here's the next headline. Vote to use BlackRock's BUIDL as backing asset for the Frax stablecoin goes live. The Frax finance community vote to adopt the BlackRock USD Institutional Digital Liquidity Fund as a reserve asset for the proposed stablecoin has gone live. Opening yesterday, the 26th, votes cast the decentralized finance DeFi lending protocol. Token holders have been all in favor of the proposal. All the comments in the discussion are also in the favor. The vote will remain open until January 1st. 4 days out. Now, according to the vote summary, the benefits of passing the proposal for Frax USD may include creating yield opportunities, deeper liquidity, transfer options, and reduced counterparty risk due to the backing of the BlackRock. BlackRock ultimately controls the world. If you haven't figured that shit out, what do they got? Assets under management like over 11 trillion. In the December 22nd discussion about the proposal made initially by the real world asset tokenization platform Securitas, the broker dealer for the BlackRock BUIDL, the user with a handle Achaffee said the move would help to bridge traditional finance and DeFi. And according to Achaffee, tokenized real-world assets provide an excellent bridge between traditional finance and DeFi by bringing the institutional-grade investments on-chain, putting them here. In the past 9 months alone, we have seen the major players, including the DAOs, the centralized protocols, put out the large public RFPs to explore how they can most effectively bolster their treasuries and to back their stablecoins with the RWAs. These are explorations marking a significant evolution in how the decentralized players manage the financial resources. Consider cross-industry asset strategies. Now, they hit over $1 billion in assets under management, their BUIDL, in less than 4 months after the launch, which was March 15th. At its price is peg 1.1 with the US dollar, and it pays daily accrued dividends directly to the investors each month through a partnership with Securitas. Now, the fund invests in U.S. government securities, and according to Dune Analytics, compiled the 21 shares, $3.4 billion worth of the tokenized treasury funds are now on-chain. Frax isn't the first to be mulling a potential BUIDL-backed stable. Athena Labs, developer behind Athena, responsible for the U.S. dollar synthetic dollar, said September 26th that it had the BUIDL-backed stablecoin in the works. The stablecoin, dubbed the USDTB, is a separate product offering. The Athena USDE USDTB went live December 16 and has accrued 89 million, the total value locked according to the data from the DeFi Llama. Shout out to the DeFi Llama. And what are your thoughts with Rich Dad's rant? Larry Fink's dumping the biddy, controlling the price. He's a Marxist mofo and can't be trusted. Don't stack the biddy in the ETF if you have the option to do so. Self-custody the biddy is the only thing that cannot be confiscated. I can't preach that loud enough. And shout out Max Kaiser for being the first one to share that. As soon as the ETS went live, Max has been calling out, don't trust BlackRock. You don't trust the BlackRock. You don't trust the Bitcoin ETF BTC. The U.S. government can take that Bitcoin. It's confiscatable. You got to make it unconfiscatable. You put it in the cold storage. You can't touch what's in the cold storage. Anyways, BlackRock can do whatever they want to do to the biddy. Eventually, manipulation will be irrelevant, and the price is going up forever, Laura. That's what I'm trying to say.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay, what's the second best? There is no second best.
I'm not saying I'm number one. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? The point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Laura.
And there you heard it from the billionaire himself, Mikey Saylor. Bitcoin is for all. Made 0.01 over the dip. It's a building. Keep stacking the building. Do it for the children. Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang. Nippinator, indicator, look at that. Mr. Gensler, he's sending you a message. Get out of the SEC while you still can, Chairman. There's a new boss in town. His name is Nippinator. Never trusted BlackRock since I found out they're all part of the public. I know. Like 90% of the companies in the S&P 500, they're a primary shareholder of. It's always Vanguard, BlackRock. So I believe BlackRock, Vanguard, U.S. government, shadow government, lizard folk government, not to be trusted, mofos. But yeah, I still got to front run the lizard folk, so it feels good in that aspect. I mean, so shout out to all the Bitcoiners who've been involved in Bitcoin prior to January 11th. I mean, the lizard folk work for you. They get the employee of the month. That's why I rock the camo. It's hunting season. Rock it out with my bags out. Precisely. If the boats are rocking, you don't come a knocking. That's all I got to say. But I don't think the BR muscle is strong. The BlackRock, as everyone thinks, their Bitcoin is held by Coinbase. They're probably a primary shareholder of Coinbase, though. They probably own Coinbase. Someone look it up. Who are the primary shareholders of Coinbase? Why do I have this odd feeling BlackRock's involved? And it takes like 2 days for the APs to clear the transactions. Yeah, so here's the logic. If all this Bitcoin, let's hypothetically say 2 million Bitcoins is held by Coinbase, which is probably about how much they have, considering they're the primary custodian for all the major asset managers of the world, including the BlackRock. Biden just writes, in the name of the national security, Bitcoin's a threat to the US dollar, therefore we gotta confiscate all that Bitcoin, give it to me. What do you guys think? Am I crazy for thinking this? Let me know. Okay, the only reasons they would suppress the price is to accumulate more. Precisely is what they're doing. The buy button on present. Yes, of course, they want to buy Bitcoin cheap. They want to get 10% of the Bitcoin supply less than 100 Gs. They don't want to buy it at 1 million. And are they doing it for the money? No, they have all the money. If you had $11 trillion, I wouldn't say your primary motivation here is for more money. They can make more money in any asset, and which is precisely what they do. Every asset they're involved in, real estate. They're probably majority shareholder of real estate in the United States. Someone confirm that for me, right? They're in it for the control. They're in it for the power. It's about power and control. You know what I mean? And anyone they're lending money to through their institutions, including these foreign countries like the Ukraine, is because they want to maintain power and control, because that's their intent, right? Vanguard and BlackRock own 10% of Coinbase. Go figure. I never even looked that one up. I just assumed. And bada boom, bada bing. Because they own also Microsoft, they own MicroStrategy, and they probably own MicroHard, if that's a company that exists. They can't just hit the print button, says Chico. More Biden impressions, please. Oh, I got a lot of them. Here's my best one. Are you a kid? Can I nibble on your arm? There's my best Biden impersonation for you. They are the camo PJs to boot. There you go. You're on it, JV. Be careful. I am on the tube, ain't I? Yeah, sometimes I don't give a fuck. Yeah. It's really sounding like FJB is pardoning. I know, bro. There's actually stories being published. I called that shit from before he went to jail. I'm like, Biden's just going to pardon him along with, who's the son? freaking Hunter. Hunter's already been pardoned. Next is Bankman. They're the same team. Of course you're going to pardon your team member. They're homies. They're connected. Like that. Bada boom. Bing. I don't know. Anyways, next story of the day, fam. Keep the comments flowing. Appreciate you guys joining the live. Over 600 people here from all over the world. If you guys are gaining entertainment out of today's stream, repost the stream. Spread the word. Let people know we're live and in the flesh right now. You feel me? Yeah, man. It's real. It's real right now. Next story of the day. Let's discuss these treasuries, eh? Headline reads, Bitwise files for the ETF tracking firms with a big Bitcoin treasuries. Bitcoin for the treasury. Bitcoin for my enemies. Bitcoin over Hennessy. Bitcoin for the Kennedys. Bitwise, an ETF issuer, submitted the proposal to introduce the new fund designed to invest in publicly traded companies with substantial Bitcoin hodlings. The Bitwise Bitcoin Standard Corporation ETFs would invest in the companies that adopted the Bitcoin standard and holding at least 1,000 of thy Bitty and thy corporate treasuries, according to the December 26 regulatory filing. The Bitcoin holding firms would be required to have a market cap of at least 100 million, a minimum average daily liquidity of at least 1 million, and a public free float of under 10% to be included into the ETF. Unlike the other ETFs would typically give weight to the stock holding based company market caps, Bitwise fund would assign weight for the holdings based on the market value of the firm's Bitcoin treasuries, capped at a maximum weight of 25%. It would mean, for example, that Tesla, with its 1.4 trillion market cap, would have less weighting in Bitcoin or Bitwise's ETF than MicroStrategy, with its 83 billion market cap, because Tesla owns 9,720 Bitcoin to MicroStrategy's 404. Jesus Christ, Michael Saylor. 444,262 biddies for MicroStrategy. It's pretty mind-boggling. It comes amid a wave of the public companies buying the Bitcoin to boost their stock prices. Obviously, as Bitcoin gained 117% year to date thus far. Bitcoin crossed six figures. Current all-time high price discovery sits just above 108. And you also have KULR Tech, the largest or latest, I think we covered this yesterday, the latest public firm to buy the Bitcoin, announcing it spent $21 million to buy 217 of the Bitty, which saw the stock price close up more than 40% of the day for an all-time high of $4.80. Bitwise's ETF filing come the same day as the big Ramsawani founded Strive filed for the launch of the ETF, giving exposure to the Bitcoin bonds. And speaking of the Bitcoin bonds, that's going to be our next story of the day, so stay tuned, broskies and bitty baddies, holding her down. Vanguard even owns microwaves. You can't make this shit up. What do you think Larry Fink and SBF have in common? Criminals, drug traffickers, anti-money laundering, tax avoidance. But at the high level where you're allowed to get away with it because you're immutable. Like Bitcoin's immutable to the evil. Well, BlackRock and the forces of evil, the Hunter Bidens of the world, they're immutable to crimes, apparently, because they can do anything they want. I mean, how much video footage do you need of the man snorting cocaine? It's like, how much video footage is there of him doing crazy things naked? Wasn't there a video that leaked of Nancy Pelosi's husband who was like naked? Someone allegedly just broke into their house. Seemed like a gay lover. If you were to ask me, I saw the video. I mean, it's not like that was AI. No one talks about that one no more. It's like, okay. What's really going on, guys? At the high levels, what's really going on? Cocaine, orgies. I mean, what was going on at the Bahamas mansion with Bankman-Fried and Caroline Ellison? The Grippy from Mississippi. Diamond hands and laser eyes. Wu-Tang Clan. It's for the children. I think we'll see the big shakeout before the 2025. It all depends on what the Nippinator has in store over at the SEC. Let that sink in, pirates. BlackRock MicroStrategy plan on exposing the Bitcoin to the global derivative markets. High estimate for the notional value is 1 quadrillion. Does 1 quadrillion, does that come after a trillion? I take it 1,000 trillion as 1 quadrillion. Can I get an amen? Be still. Let success make the noise. Bitcoiners, let's hear your roar. Dragons, let's hear your roar. Nippinator, let's get a roar. You don't want to hear me roar. From the streets to the elites. Precisely. Come on now. Hey now. anyways. Want to know my plan for 2025?
No plan B needed, I have the biddy. Bitcoin is my plan A, B, C, D, and E. There is no other plan for me.
Nice, I got that one right. So quadrillion comes after a trillion. 1,000 trillions is a simple quadrillion. Insane.
I am with the bit rip through the dips biddy.
How many trillions market cap would that put the BlackRock and the MicroStrategists? Literally trillions. I know, Daniel. Tools, ticks, and leeches always remind me of the banksters being swallowed by the biddy.
Bitcoin, it's my plan A, B, C, D, and E.
I'm team BTC.
I'm team BTC. Through God, Satoshi educated me. Through God, Satoshi freed me. Through God, Satoshi changed me. Plan A, B, C, D, and E. Bitcoin's the only financial plan for me.
Shout out to all the angels in the orange. Next story, eh? Here's the latest with the Trump/Ramsawani ETF. Big news from yesterday. And then we'll dive into $1 million price prediction if this one particular event plays out. And spoiler alert, strategic Bitcoin reserve, President Trump, bada boom, bada bing. And then we'll dive into some live Q&A and we'll chillax and kick it with the fam. So yeah, headline here reads, Trump links Strive files for the Bitcoin bond ETF. There you go. Strive, the asset manager founded by Vivek Ramaswamy, asked the U.S. regulators for permission. Please, regulators, please let me do it this one time. To list an ETF investing in convertible bonds issued by MicroStrategy and other corporate Bitcoin buyers. According to the December 26 filing, the ETF seeks to offer exposure to the Bitcoin bonds, described as convertible securities issued by MicroStrategy or by the other companies that plan to, according to the filing. The Strive Bitcoin bond ETF will manage and will gain the exposure to the Bitcoin bonds, either directly or through the financial derivatives such as the swaps and options. But what about the Bitcoin kids? Well, Strive has not yet specified the management fees. Investors will be charged, but actively managed funds typically charge more than the passive index funds. And here you're looking at the entity holding Bitcoin in their treasuries. Currently, entities holding Bitcoin, and on the right, Bitcoin actually in the treasuries. Now, beginning in 2020, MicroStrategy spent about $27 billion buying Bitcoin as part of the corporate treasury strategy spearheaded by the one and only Mikey Saylor. And shout out Timothy. Greatly appreciate that super. Thank you for supporting the stream, fam. Now, its stock, MicroStrategy has gained more than 2,200%. That's a divine omen. What 1100 plus 1100 is 2200. That's an 1111. Just got to point out the obvious. Outperforming practically every sizable public company except NVIDIA. Now, MicroStrategy has financed its buys by issuing a mixture of the new stock and convertible bonds. I ain't talking berry bonds. Its bonds pay low or no interest, but may convert the MicroStrategy shares under certain conditions. Other companies have followed suit. Corporate treasuries now hold about $56 billion worth of the biddy, according to the BitcoinTreasuries.net. And there you have it, yo. Strive asset management prospectus coming directly from the Ramaswamy. Now for the Trump connection, eh? Ramaswamy, an outspoken ally of President Trump, founded Strive in 2022. The asset manager aims to help the investors harness the power of the capitalism. Now in 2023, Ramaswamy, who earned most of his $1 billion net worth from founding biotech startup Rivian Science, campaigned against a Trumpster in the Republican presidential primary. He later endorsed the president-elect. November, Ramaswamy joined Tesla founder Elon as the leader of the Department of the Government of Efficiency, better known as DOGE, a private initiative intended to cut the wasteful government spending. Now, industry analysts see Trump's presidential win as the green light for more than half a dozen proposed crypto ETFs, waiting on regulatory approval to list here in the United States of America. And in 2024, the asset manager submitted a fist of fury of regulatory filings, good Lord, to list the ETFs holding alts, including Solana, XRP, and the Litecoin. And since winning the U.S. presidential election November 5th, Trump proposed appointing a pro-crypto industry leadership for the key regulatory agency. Gary, you're fired. Go home. Get your shine box. There's a Nippinator in town. And in December, the president-elect announced former PayPal chief operating officer David Sachs as his AI crypto czar and former SEC commissioner Paul Atkins as his pick for the Securities and Exchange Commission chair. So hit the road, Gary. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. With that being shared, Yeah, thank you, Timothy. This gong strikes for you, brother. Greatly appreciate all the supers. I don't think he is embarrassed. I think I want to buy the MicroStrategy shares. Take 2 seconds to learn how to pronounce Vivek's last name. I'm embarrassing myself? Damn. I could have sworn it was Ramsawani. Shit, I can call him Ramsawana. I don't give a fuck. Learn how to pronounce his name. Yeah, I say things how I want to. Oftentimes I am wrong, just FYI. Like, I refer to Trump as the Trumpster. I refer to Bitcoin as the Biddy. If you haven't realized it, I invented my own slang, my own vernacular. You know what I mean? You can't put JV in a box. Try to put the Nippinator in a box. He'll claw out that motherfucker, is all I got to say. But now I am curious. How do you supposed to pronounce Ramsawani? Hit me. I'm all ears. More money, more leverage. You're chopping out here. Chopping meaning, is the stream choppy? So I'm monitoring it and I don't look choppy. So you got to define what you mean by choppy. Are you saying like my approach today is choppy, or you can't hear the stream choppy? There's a big difference there. Let me know. Okay, it's Ramaswamy. Oh my God, it almost sounds identical to what I've been saying. I say Ramsawani and you're saying it's Ramaswamy. Oh my God. It's such a like, I mean, no excuse. I'm fucking it up, apparently, but I don't notice the difference. I guess I probably said Ramsawani 10,000 times this year since I've learned about him. And so it's going to be almost impossible to correct it when it's one syllable pronunciation off. It just is what it is. I mean, I call Ryan Salam Ryan Salami. You know what I mean? I call Miss Caroline Ellison the Grippy from Mississippi, chopping in Louisiana. Nice. Here's why. Bitcoin goes up 10%. MicroStrategy outpays the underlying asset by almost 2 to 1. Word up. Word up. But anyways, raw meat, show me. Hey, now. You didn't have to be rude. And hey, stop embarrassing yourself. It's all good. I don't mind. It's practically impossible to pronounce everything right when you're vocalizing, let's hypothetically say 100,000 words per show. I'm guessing, but 2 hours of a stream and I'm trying to be Super Saiyan level. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Is what it is. Is Nipsey offended? That's the only thing that matters. Nope. Nip's living his best life, so we're good. But anyways, welcome everyone joining the live stream. Good to have everyone here with us today. What are your plans for the weekend? Let me know. If you get a female dog, consider Bitosaurus for a name. I like Bitosaurus. That's actually pretty nice. It would be hard not to name him Satoshi or something now. We know that, JV. That's why he was clearly Richard Head. Yeah, don't be a Richard Head. I know what that really means, Richard Head. Anyways, now I'm conscious about what I say, so now I slow down. That's the downside, correcting me. No, the audio is choppy. Oh, where was it? Was it choppy for anyone else or just Matthew? Let me know. We have 800 folks here right now. I don't want to be choppy. 350 MBS. PS. What is that? 50 megabytes. Hold fast, Pyrus. Respect is earned, not given, and we all earn the respect here. Can you get the Nippinator a pedestal to put his bet on? Maybe he wouldn't go on it with a pedestal. I don't know. But we definitely should put the Nippinator on a pedestal. I didn't think of that. We should also get him a chariot. And instead of him walking himself, we should walk him on the chariot, like old school. Not embarrassing at all. Learning to pronounce the other languages is difficult. Yeah. Yeah. Precisely. But anyways, we're about to dive into our feature story of the day as we hit the top of the hour. So yeah, let's go.
Angels in the orange. Angels in the orange. Yes, I said angels in the orange. I see angels in the cold storage. It's all in the orange. Sunrise, sunset, hope alive. Bitcoin isn't a bet. You have been told never forget, this is your chance to change the tides and make your own sunlight. Oranges grow in the glow of a new sunrise. Live orange, get your vitamin C on, boost your financial immune system and your life quality. Orange plan is plan A, B, C, D, and E. Orange skies, endless rise, freedom flies with open eyes. Ledger lines, the world aligns, no middlemen, no more confines. Truth engraved in blocks of time, immutable, sublime. A full moon bright, calling to a better path, a better way. The code is law, no hands to sway or pay. Turn your brain on, get your Bitcoin. Plan A, B, C, D, and E. Bitcoin's the only plan for me. Decentralized, no inflation, taking your gains. Work for prosperity instead of sweating for them, and buy Bitcoin. Chains broken, global economy, global ledger, global chance for everyone. Plan B, there's no need. This is the seed that breaks the greed. This is the plan that works for you and me. We don't have to work for the masked men, don't you see? Bitcoin changes the past, future, writing a new history. Be a part of the resistance, buy the biddy. Orange is more than just a shade. It's the glow of wealth remade. Generational, inconfiscatable, immutable, impregnable. Fifth level, it's sexy, sensational. It's Bitcoin. It goes doing, doing, like yummy bitty, northbound doing. The pen and paper out of date, crypto keys dictate. Cold is the new hot, cold storage, sexy, and banker control is not. Bitcoin is my map, my sea, full moon, my star, guiding me. Bitcoin is number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come on, guys. Do you wanna be prey, or do you wanna be a hunter and thrive? You know you wanna do more than just stay alive.
Yeah, shilling will get you permaban, fam. So just so you're aware, and it doesn't work. So when spammers join the chat and they're like, "Oh my god, if I promote this shitcoin I just created and some of the audience buys it, I'm gonna be rich." No one's that retarded to buy your shitcoin, so you're just wasting your time. Not this audience. Maybe that shit works on the other channels. You know what I mean, to each their own. Trying to get my young nephew and niece to save in the biddy. When they are older, they will thank me. 100% on that one, quiet. Here's the rules. Thank you, Dankness. Number 1, no doxing or sharing your own private info. 2, be respectful. No harassment. Number 3, no spam, no ads or shilling. Number 4, keep the chat family friendly. And number 5, like, subscribe, and share. Simple as that. And I'm going to add a number 6, follow all of the moderators. And make sure to subscribe to Digital Dankness's channel, Coin IQ. You'll see it linked in my homepage on the YouTube. And also make sure you're following Chandy 10 Music, #1 Bitcoin music channel. Hands down. All these classic jammy jams, Chandy jams, you can find over there. And make sure to follow all of our mods over on X. And with that being said, Peter Sniff must update his boat insurance. Precisely, bring facts. Couldn't agree more. And thank you for the disclaimer. There is no such thing as financial advice on JV's live stream. Everything you hear is for entertainment purposes only. And if you're not entertained, either blame Nipsey or Dankness. That's all I got.
Wanna thrust, keep hope alive. It's number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's plan A, B, C, D, and E. It's God hacking humanity. The Citadel isn't just a city. This is Bitcoin Camelot, just as pretty.
I got an alternative line for those bars. The Citadel isn't just a city. This is Bitcoin Camelot, big old biddies. And that one's for you, Dankness.
Huddle strong through dips, flats and bends. You are not too late as fiat deflates. Your journey just begins.
say only a 1-foot pedestal. You don't want it going to his head. But it is funny how animals typically have to find the highest point. Like, for example, always on the couch or at the top of the couch. They do like to put themselves on the pedestal. It's kind of like the lion, the king of the jungle, the higher you are. So we'll see what we can get. We need a Nipinator cam as well. That'd be kind of cool. So that way, no matter where he goes, we'll have like a GoPro on him, and then we can just see what he's doing. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. He needs his own pod chair, JV. Get him the chair. We got to get something special for him. Maybe I'll just pull out my daughter's chair from her office next door and then put him on there or something, and he could be right beside me. We just have to have it elevated so you can actually see him, because obviously he wouldn't show up. 1 million in 2025 is crazy. Well, that's what people say. But do we not live in a crazy fucking world? Has Bitcoin not went up 33 million % since Max and Stacy first shared it in international television via the Kaiser Report and the Alex Jones Show? Are we not up 33 million %? So is it really that crazy? Bitcoin 10xing? Oh my God. That's crazy, JV. 10x? Oh my God. Never, never. It's only up 10 billion%. A 10x? Impossible. Why the FUD? Why give people the false hope, JV? It can never 10x. It's not going to happen. Instead, put all your money in my shitcoin. It's going to go up 10 billionx. It's the next Bitcoin. I digress. That's what you sound like. Anyways, now for our feature story of the day. Will Bitcoin hit $1 million? Well, 2025, it can occur under one circumstance, according to some top analysts. So let's break this baby down. Here we go. The possibility of the Bitcoin reaching a coveted 1 million milestone hinges primarily on one crucial factor: the establishment of the U.S. government strategic Bitcoin reserve. Let me tell you something. This assessment comes from Jeff Park, head of the Alpha Strategies at Bitwise Asset Management, who estimate the probability of such an initiative at less than 10%. So you're telling me there's a chance? Amen. According to Park's latest prediction, there is a possibility that the Bitcoin price will hit 1 million next year. However, the chances are only around 10%. Why this specific probability? He assigns the same likelihood to the potential establishment of the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve in the United States. So let's break down his insights here. This is coming from Jeff Park, reading it to you verbatim. The idea of the federal Bitcoin Strategic Reserve happening in 2025 is less than a 10% chance event. That is the only math in which Bitcoin can hit $1 million plus in 2025 when it happens. Notice he didn't say if. Bullish. Here's a simple illustration of how the probability math works. Bottom right looks most probable to me. An example at a 2.5% chance. And let's get back to the story here, and shout out to the Jeff Park. Let me know if you agree or disagree some of what he outlined with the probability and the percentage and the price targets, and you can see the 1 million at the very bottom there. So the crypto market has demonstrated a remarkable resilience, with Bitcoin currently trading at roughly 94 Gs at the time of the live stream, with 108 as the current all-time high, suggesting a federal Bitcoin reserve represents only a mathematical pathway for the Bitcoin to surpass 1 million threshold in 2025. Speaking of legislative framework, we got Senator Cynthia Lummis had already laid the groundwork for such the initiative, introducing draft legislation that would mandate the U.S. Treasury to acquire 1 billion of the Bitcoin over 5 years. This ambitious proposal has sparked the intense debate within the political and financial circles. And while Park maintains a is that Peter Parker? Any relation to Spider-Man? The conservative outlook and the probability of the strategic reserve market sentiment appears optimistic. Polymarket participants currently price the likelihood of the U.S. Bitcoin reserve at 31%. And I would dare say that Polymarket is going to be a more accurate representation because people are putting the money on it. So 31% chance. So you can make the underdog bet. If you believe Trump is going to do what he says, you bet on that. And you're a winner. If you're sus, maybe bet against it, but no, never bet against the Bitcoin hitting $1 million. You're just going to be regretting that one. December 27th, Bitcoin, well, obviously that's today. We're trading just above 94,000. Let me provide some more insights from Van Eck. This is a target Van Eck shared on X. It looks like December 13th. $118 billion Van Eck predicts 180,000 Bitcoin in the U.S. will embrace the strategic Bitcoin reserve in 2025, quoting them here. Following the first peak, we anticipate a 30% retracement of the Bitty, with the alt facing sharper declines up to 60% for the market consolidates during the summer. However, a recovery is likely in the fall. Major tokens regaining momentum, reclaiming previous all-time highs by the end of the year. Let me know if you agree or disagree. And you already know, regulation is the key. It's already being embraced, obviously, by the governments around the world, major asset managers around the world. And here's what else I wanted to share. Van Eck, top 10 crypto predictions for 2025. You guys ready? Well, make some motherfucking noise. Mom's spaghetti. He's nervous, but on the surface, calm and ready to keep ripping. It's the new Scottie Pippen. Number 1, crypto bull market hits a medium-term peak in quarter 1, setting new highs in quarter 4. Number 2, U.S. embraces the Bitcoin with strategic reserves and increased crypto adoption. Number 3, value of the tokenized securities exceed 50 billion. Number 4, stablecoins daily settlement volume reaches 300 billion. Number 5, AI agents on-chain activity surpasses 1 million agents. We're talking about Agent Smith from the Matrix. Number 6, layer 2s for the Biddy reach 100,000 Bitcoin in total lock value. Number 7, the Ethereum blob space generates $1 billion in fees. The blob space, eh? DeFi hits the all-time high with a 4 trillion DEX volume with a 200 billion. And NFT market recovery with the trading volumes reaching 30 billion, and the DApp tokens narrow the performance with the layer 1 tokens. But anyways, back to the probability of the strategic Bitcoin reserve. What's your thoughts? Do you agree more with Polymarket, 35%-ish chance? Or do you agree more with Jeff Park that it's a long shot, maybe only a 10% chance of happening, sending the Bitcoin price parabolic to $1 million per coin? And speaking about $1 million per coin, let's send it straight to 1.1 million for the hell of it, just to hit the target. And with that being shared, welcome everyone to the Q&A segment of the live stream. The dogs got to be in the best spot for the surveillance of their territory. Makes sense. You got to be higher up. Shout out to the higher up pups. If the Bitcoin reserve happens, honestly, anything can happen. Precisely. That's why I have such a drastic spread with my bull target. This is based on Trump doing what he said he will do. If he actually does it, I'm still a little skeptical. I'm not going to lie. I'm sus. But if he actually does it, you already know. Max Kaiser's calling for 2.2 million. 2.2 million. Max is highly skeptical that they'll do it, by the way, though. Got to keep it 100. And again, bear scenario, this shit doesn't play out. We still got a 420 to look forward to, broskies. Chiba chiba, y'all. And with that being shared, welcome everyone to the Q&A segment of the live stream. I am not Satoshi Nakamoto. I am rocking the Biddy. Just got more. So I guess you can call me the MO guy. Say that 10 times fast. Don't dare me. I'll do it. I will do it. I can't ban Surge for the shitcoining. What do you mean? Bitcoin reserves are at 27% for the betting line. There you have it. If the Bitcoin reserve happens, anything is going to happen. Bitcoin for life, ride or die. It's boning biggie, biggie. It's Bitcoin and nippy, nippy. If he free Ross day one, we know he's serious. Yes. That should be, we should hold him accountable to that. I think he will. He's said it so many times. I think he will do that. I think it's going to be a little harder for the strategic reserve because it's not up to him. JC says it has to pass the Congress or the Senate before he even is capable of signing it. So even if he chooses to do so, we may get the adoption from the state level continuing as the space race, the hash wars continue. Right? You got the state of Texas, the state of Florida, the state of Wyoming. Many states are looking to make a strategic Bitcoin reserve occur from a state level. Trump needs to do it from the nation level, but apparently it needs to pass Nippinator, apparently. The combination made my funds bleed on a Sat Stacking Friday. That's right. Sat Stacking Saturday, Sat Stacking Friday, Sat Stacking Thursday, Sat Stacking Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, happy days. Precisely.
Be your own superhero, raise up, take a stand, change your plan, orange, you're willing to do it. To dawn yourself to the moon, be your own Superman, be your own Superman. What a sexy plan. Plan A, B, C, D, and E, Bitcoins.
And shout out to Michael Obama. They wrote like, do you really believe Michelle Obama's a man? My response, let's see if I can show you the proof of work. No. I know he's a man, and he goes by the name Michael, by the way. If you don't know, now you know. Anyways, sounds good in XJV. Thank you, boss. Just reposted you, fam. Shout out Violetta. It's one of those when they say Atlantic and others Atlantic meaning the same. It's just what it is. No need to beat yourself up for your brain works in unique ways. This is why you are unique and awesome. Well, thank you. And welcome everyone. I think I'm going to end the YouTube transmission so I can talk more shit and be my true authentic self and not have to worry about censorship bullshit. So with that being shared, we're going to end the YouTube transmission. We're going to continue with the uncensored version of the pod exclusive on X and Rumble. So if you're on YouTube, you ain't got to go home. We got to get the hell out of here. Head on over to the Rumble, rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net. Deuces. With that